Welcome to Calm Man Cocktails Vlogs. This is me just talking about crap. Today, sit down for a minute. Today I wanted to just kind of go through some of the things I've talked about in the past in the vlog on initiatives that we have, status of where things are. So the first thing I want to bring up, because I had a couple people on Twitter mention it, was that a few vloggies ago, probably, I don't know, 3 months ago, we covered and talked about a little bit on the cocktail search engine I'm kind of having developed. My buddy Rob's got a lot of that done. He flipped it over to me, so I need to do some design work on it. However, there's some things that are still not working the way I need them to work. For instance, I can't do top. There was no measurement for top, and currently it's restricting me to whole ounces, which is a problem. So I've got bugs to work out on that. It's going to be a while. It's not going to come out right away because I need to prioritize specific things. What it comes down to is I'm one dude, and I have a lot of irons in the fire, or is that the way you say it? I'm juggling a lot of things, and I prioritize those that are going to make money. Which brings me to patreon.com/CMC. I have a lot of great Patreon subscribers. I could really use more. I don't think I emphasize that enough in the standard show because there's so much cool stuff going on. I get so excited about making cocktails. You can go to patreon.com/CMC and become a patron of the show. Even $3 a month, $5 a month. I'd love $5, $10 a month. Whatever you guys you could pull off. I do owe David Warre a certificate with all the signatures of everybody since he's been our top Patreon subscriber for a number of months. The issue I have right now is because probably I'm going to guess because of the holidays, a lot of the Patreon subscribers pulled back their money. They haven't all gone away, they just reduced their pay from 10 to 5, from 5 to 3, from 20 to 10. So it's all kind of coming down, which means I need to find some more people, some new fresh blood to pick up that slack and help us out. If you think that we contribute value, and this is for those diehards, those 2% of my subscribers out there, you know who you are, that you would love to find a way to help us, and you've looked at awesomeDrinks.com and you're like, maybe I should do that, but then I got to deal with the shipping, and maybe I'm in Europe or whatever. The way Patreon works is, besides the fees that Patreon takes out, the rest of the money comes direct to us. So if you're looking for different ways that you could contribute, and you don't need specifically cocktail gear, but you do want to help us out, even if you contributed $10 a month there instead of spending $60 in the store, with margins how they are and shipping and whatnot, if you spend $60 on our store, I'm not giving $60. I'm giving like $20. So it's actually more value to become a Patreon subscriber than it is to necessarily buy stuff just to buy stuff. If you need stuff, then it totally makes sense. Speaking of Awesome Drinks, I've stepped back, did an evaluation. We didn't make any money on Awesome Drinks. I think last year was probably the worst loss ever for the store because of the investments that I've done. Some that I've tested the waters. I have a mobile app. The mobile app isn't really working out like I was kind of hoping it would. I think I could do better without the mobile app and just redesigning the mobile site a little bit better. So I'm gonna go into that direction. But I think overall, and I'd love to hear your comments on this. I'm not looking for you to go there and buy stuff right now, but if you go to awesomeDrinks.com, well, I'd love to get some feedback on what, especially for those that don't know a lot about cocktails, what are the intimidations that you have? So for instance, when I've been talking to some of my peers that are YouTube creators, and they've helped me out with a lot of the stuff, a lot of the way I'm doing the content and whatnot, one of the things that they said is, I love cocktails, I really like whiskey sours, I'm a big bourbon fan, but I get to your store and it's like Amazon, but I don't know what I need. There's all kinds of stuff there. So I'm trying to fix that in a few ways. First, some pre-canned kits. What I want to do is sell all the stuff you need outside of the actual spirit, since I can't, with some pre-made cocktail recipes. So you're basically buying the recipe and the ingredients. I've got 3 recipe cards so far done, and I'm going to test it before I build more, but I've designed these all myself. And this one's called the Manchester Cocktail. This is the Aloha Islander, and this is a whiskey sour. And so, for instance, with the Aloha Islander, it's light rum, fresh orange juice, fresh lemon juice, cocktail and Sons, Oleo Saccharum, Liber and Co, Orgeat, and 2 to 3 dashes of cardamom bitters from Scrappy's. So the idea is the kit would include the Scrappy's bitters, the Orgeat, 2 bottles of the Oleo, two of the little tiki mugs that are listed here, ice cube trays, basically everything you need to make that cocktail. All you have to do is get yourself some light rum, lemon and orange juice, and you're good to go. It doesn't solve the entire problem because they're not going to necessarily be cheap. $80 for some of these kits because they come with all these craft ingredients. But my idea is, and it's been validated by a few people, is they would love to, they'll spend money if they know what they're making. Like, I want to make a cocktail, but I don't know anything. And if I could say, here's a cocktail, now you can serve 12 people with this, and that's a party. I think that's some value add to help with the intimidation. The other thing that I've heard is that the personality of Common Man Cocktails isn't part of the store, and it should be. So, for instance, we'd like to educate people and tell people, this is what you should buy, this is why. So I'm going to start categorizing things. So instead of just going bitters, oh, here's 20 brands of bitters, I don't know what I should be getting, to be able to say something like, show me things that pair with whiskey or things that pair with tequila. And now I can get a sub-list of things that I know are going to work with tequila. And I'd like to also build some comparison charts to say, here's a list of bitters and syrups, and here's what they play in. This is the taste profile. This is how you can use them. And really educate people to help them select the right product. Because I have a feeling that for the common consumer, bars are different. Bars buy from us. They just come in. They buy cases of what they need and they're out. But for you guys, if you don't know what you want to buy, but you want something, where do you start? You get frozen and you don't know what to do, so you do nothing. Doing nothing means I don't make any money. So I need to figure out, let me know if that would help you, especially if you'd like to buy something and you've got some cash to do it, but you don't know which direction to go or what you should be getting. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. The other thing I keep getting questions on, or comments really, are people that are going to The Craft Cocktail, youtube.com/thecraftcocktail. There's a subscribe button someplace up here. That are like, dude, this is awesome. You should be telling everybody about this. I'm like, dude, I'm telling everybody about this every single video. Like, what am I doing wrong here? Like, should I be telling people you should go to this channel and check us out earlier in the video? Because statistically, you're not watching more than 50% of it, so you're never going to see me at the end of the video say, hey, check out The Craft Cocktail. So maybe I have to reposition where I tell people it's there, like near the beginning of the video or something. How many people, raise your hand if you didn't know we had another channel. Like, how is that a thing? I feel like I'm annoying you because I tell you so often. But at the end of the day, it seems like I have to tell and repeat and repeat and repeat because you're only listening small percentages of the time. And I think that's just the way humans work. I'm no different. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 times of asking something before I go, oh, you're right. Maybe I should do that. So, do you guys know we have another channel? Part of that channel, and we're going to go all the way up until May 4th, I believe, is the scheduled time. Every Thursday, there's a new cocktail. There'll be other videos in between, like on how to do garnishes and stuff like that. But the main content, there'll be 15 vodka cocktails in the first series, and those will go all the way to May 4th. At the time of this posting, I believe we're at the Moscow Mule. The next one, I believe, is the Madras or something. I can't remember. I'm still in the middle of editing all of them. And then after the May 4th time period, you're going to start to see the gin cocktails roll out. That'll be 15 easy gin cocktails. I've got all the gin cocktails that I want ready, the names. Now I have to go balance out the recipes to make sure that they're the ones I'm going to want to use to kind of curate to give you guys the best of the best, and then create the ebook so you can download it. By the way, homecocktailmenu.com is the place to go if you want to get these ebooks. I'm actually quite surprised at how badly some of those are doing. Well, the free ones obviously do well, but the home cocktail book for the 15 easy vodka cocktails, I think we've probably sold 2. And it kind of is reinforced by the channel, so I think as the channel grows, the sales of that will grow. I was just hoping to see a little bit higher of a number, but at the same time, this time of year, the January, February, March, winter time, people are kind of just, I'm no different either. I'm like, oh, I can't wait till the snow ends. I think that once the sun pops out, that's when kind of the cocktail thing gets going. And because we haven't done the ebooks for a full year yet, I don't know what the seasonality is on that. So I'd love to know what you guys have for a mood when it comes to the winter time, because I know awesome drink sales are really slow. People kind of close the doors and they're like, leave me alone. I just want to sit in the dark and fester. Like, what do you guys, what do you do from a drinking and a cocktail and a buying perspective on that type of stuff in the winter time? If you're in Australia, Well, that's obviously going to be different. Last but not least, what are some of the cocktails that you think are popular enough, are like staple cocktails to the industry that we have yet to do? Or maybe we haven't done them in 4 years. There's some new modern classics, I think, like the Paper Plane. I want to really look at this cocktail that one of our fans said you should make this, and I finally got the bitter, I don't know where it is, that's an Amaro, that you need to make this cocktail. So you're going to see that coming up in the next live stream. The next live stream should be around the first Friday in March. It's like the 3rd or the 4th. I don't know what day that is, but just keep that on your calendar if you want to watch us through the live stream. All right, that's it for now. Have a good one. We're teaching you how to drink.